Welcome to Own It Unleashed. And you know the system knows we're getting ready to be unleashed. Ooh, okay, I think the video is ready to stop playing. Welcome to Unleashed. We're getting ready to be unleashed, and I think that the technology is so excited about what's getting ready to unfold here in the Dominican Republic. I'm so excited. This is Own It Unleashed, the Anthology and International Conference. There is so much going on here that God is really moving. We have 57 authors, and they have compelling stories to talk to you about how they have become unleashed and how you could become unleashed as well. So if you want to explode in 2024, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Taking center stage and owning it with me is Lawrence Stokes.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Lawrence, say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
Yes, and Teresa Palmer.
Hello, everyone.
Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Listen, we're excited over here. Brian Leonard.
Hey, greetings, everyone there. Hey, greetings, everyone. Hello, world. Hello, world.
D. Sands.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here.
Say hello to the people, D.
Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here.
Oh, awesome. I'm telling you, the bandwidth is not enough to hold us. Jacqueline Lulu Brown is in the house with us.
Hey, how is everybody?
Good. Deborah Fry is in the house with us, taking center stage and then owning it, unleashed.
Hello, everybody.
Say hello to the people. Woo!
Blessed to be here. Hello, everyone.
And yes, Eileen Hill is in the house.
Hello, everyone. I'm back, and we're back.
And then we got listen, the system is overwhelmed, and that's just telling you how this is just going to be so explosive, this opportunity. We did this last year. Well, actually, I keep saying that. It was just earlier this year, in fact, but I don't know why it feels like last year, but we're doing this again. Florence Champagne, taking center stage and owning it. Say hello, Florence.
Am I on mute or can you hear me?
Oh, you're right here. You're right here. Yes.
Hi, everybody. Good to see everybody.
Yes. And I think that once we get all settled in, system will relax a little bit. And let them be here in 2024 for Insurance and Retreat. This will be our year 2. This will be our second year in doing this. And we have some special things going on that we'll introduce as we go into the interview tonight and the live tonight. And I just want to do this. I want to start off with sharing with some of the new people. And then I want to talk about some of the experience from our past. Own It Unapologetic. And this year we're doing Own It Unleashed. And that's just where I'm at. I am unleashed. I'm unleashed and unapologetic about being unleashed too. So I want to start with my bro man, Lawrence, and I want you to share, Lawrence, with our audience tonight. What made you decide to come and be a part of this project?
The writing bug hit me last year. And once I started writing and given the ability to get all the stuff that's in my head out, I have more conversations in my head, and I'm finally able to put it on paper. And when you say unleashed, it gives me the ability to just be and express myself in a way that I normally would not.
And that's unleashed. That is unleashed. And you know what? When you're a deep thinker, that's exactly what's happening. We're processing so much of what's going on in life, and this writing is a way for you to have an output, right? So where you can put this information, these ideas, and it's designed to really help and encourage others because you already know the information, you've been processing it, you've been holding on to it, and not realizing that some of the people that are around us are going through some things as well, and they need to hear us talk about the things that we're going through so that it becomes transparent, so that folks are not feeling like like they're the only ones that are going through, and this really unleashes them to be fully expressive. And so we have someone else now, Lawrence. Now what's really in front of you is the Own It family. This is the Own It family because not only are they authors, but they love me and I love them so much that they're not only authors, they're also contributing writers to the Own It magazine every single month. So you can find Lawrence in Own It magazine every single month. And if you're interested in what he has to say on a regular basis, drop your email to me. Inbox it to me and we will add you to the subscribers list. Now, another woman that is a powerhouse and she is doing her darn thing is Teresa Palmer. Teresa Palmer, what made you decide to join in on this particular?
Oh, I thought this was just such a wonderful project. I've been unleashed for a while. I'm not your everyday common cardiology nurse practitioner. I really have a unleashed version of health, and I've always worked to empower my patients. And I just thought this was a perfect opportunity to let people know and unleash their own personal power within them, which is their heart. And I don't think a lot of people really know that their heart is such a superpower and what it could really do and how it could unleash them not only for good health and well being, but it unleashes them to really live the best life that they possibly can and to really take control of their life. So when I saw this, I said, I just have to do it. I love to write, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity to really get a message out that I think really needs to be told. We all need to be unleashed.
Yeah, especially coming from the heart. That's so important. And then just being a subject matter expert in cardiology just drives it home to know that you understand this. You understand how the mind, the body, and the spirit work and how it has an impact on the very muscle that we. And so I want to say, who else is up? Oh, listen, I want to also have Florence share with us, and then Deborah, if you would share with us, what made you decide? Because you two are new to the anthology side. Deborah's not new to Own It, and Florence, you're not new to Own It, but you decided this time to be a part of the anthology project. Florence, would you share with us your what made you decide to do it and why? Because we only got a few slots left. Why others should join our party before we really take sail? You have to come off mute. Can you?
Oh my goodness, the mute button was
Okay.
staring me right in the face.
So
I'm sorry. Yes, I really like the title.
that is always the case. That's all right. That's all right.
I really like the title Unleashed, first of all, because I really felt that that resonated with me, being unleashed. And my birthday is in the month of April. I don't know what happened, why you can't see my face anymore. But my birthday is in the month of April. I thought, what a way to celebrate having a book release, getting away on a tropical island, uh, being unleashed. I just felt like this was my time. And so I'm really excited about it for others to come and join me. I'm thinking about, family members and friends coming to join. And, I just really think it's going to be a beautiful time. Oh, I must be pressing the wrong buttons. Is this a different platform? This is not Facebook anymore. I mean, Zoom, right?
No, this is not.
Okay.
No, you're not. You're on stream.
So I'm trying to get familiar with what I press and where it is now. But I'm looking forward to just getting away, enjoying my birthday, possibly speaking, releasing the book. It's just all coming together at the right time for me. Timing is everything. So
Yes. 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 And you talk about this being your time. You love the title. The title's very important because what we write to is what we speak to right now. We're speaking that into existence, that we are unleashed. And we're speaking that into existence. And if this is really what we really want in our hearts, as a man speaks, so shall he have. And so it becomes our alignment. We begin to own it, so to speak. And so this is your time, and we're going to be celebrating now. Everybody remember, it's Florence's birthday, so we got to be celebrating like rock stars, right? And having a good time. And it's going to be memorable. There's something about the Caribbean Sea, that salt that gets into your head, and what we call here in the Dominican Republic is called "Está bien," all is well, tranquila. It's, relax, chill out. You just get here and you begin to chill out. You begin to open up, as Teresa talks about your heart and things like that. You begin to open up and to receive the next level. And so we want to hear from Deborah. What made you decide? You are the anthologist of all anthologies.
Well,
What made
this
you decide to participate?
yeah, this is my first time, Marissa, doing an anthology with you. But you're not a stranger to me, because me as a contributing writer, right? I fell in love with you doing that, and I was able to watch you do your anthologies, and they were always on point. They were always fire. So I said I cannot miss this opportunity of being unleashed with everybody, especially some of my former co-authors from Grief Through His Eyes. So I had to jump on the bandwagon. Once I saw my guys on the wagon, I had to throw in. So for me, it is just feeling comfortable with you as a visionary, knowing that you are putting out some fire projects, knowing that you are doing the darn thing, and also collaboration, which was very important for me last year, because I believe if we connect to the right people, we will be able to go into rooms where we just could not go in by ourselves. Somebody got to take us by the hand and walk us into the rooms. And in turn, I myself learned how to walk people into rooms that I have gone in. So that's how we have the Lawrences and the Bryans up here, because collaborations are very, very important, and it gets you into places. So that's how I've gotten into magazines. That's how I've gotten into podcasts. That's how I learned about StreamYard. So all connected to Marissa. So collaborations are very important. And just to have the icing on the cake, the book, Unleash, being around people that I love, it is just a win-win situation.
Okay. Full house. We got Tawanda. She's backstage. But we have a really, really full house tonight. We have 57 authors. This is amazing. Going to be an amazing experience. I want to hear from Brian, and then I want to hear from the father and son. And so I want to hear from Brian. And Brian, if you can come off mute and share what.
Hello, 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 hello. Can everybody hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Super, super. There's a little bit of cutting in and out, as many of us try to share tonight. Hi, good evening. It's great. Welcome. Great to see everyone. God richly bless all of you. Unleashed. I decided to become a part. First of all, thank you, Marissa. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. How you have just unleashed even before you decided to do unleash. So it has been a blessing. Your platform continues to inspire, to encourage, to enlighten, and change hearts around the world. So my hat's off to you. I thank you deeply, very much. But my reason and purpose to become a part of Unleash is I've always enjoyed writing. Uh, Believe it or not, much of my writing also consists of writing songs. I do write songs as well. I enjoy writing songs. I love singing. And to be a part of such an outstanding team of authors in Unleash is amazing. The reason why I believe the harvest is plentiful, but the authors are few. So, with that being said, um, there are things that people are looking to gravitate to, and I believe each and every one of us as authors can provide some means of hope, some means of inspiration, some means of encouragement and blessings in such a way to where you never know that down the road how it can literally impact not only families but lives from generation to generation. So I am truly honored, humbly honored, and excited to be a part of such fine, fine authors tonight, and also other co-authors who have also been a part of the men's anthology of, like Coach Deborah said, Greed Through His Eyes, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Thank you once again, working with, fellowshipping with Brother Lawrence Stokes and other co-authors. Of course, it's going to be a great time, and I'm looking forward to an opportunity to help bless lives around the world, okay? D.L. Moody said something powerful. He said, if God is your God, make your plans big. And that's what I believe that all of us can do with Unleash as well.
Oh, awesome. We are so excited to have you. I think we're buffering a little bit because there's so many of us in here. And I told you, like I said, the system is excited that we're here because we come with a lot of power, honey. We are interrupting the frequency, as we were talking about earlier today, Lulu. the frequency, the vibration. We are strong. We are strong because we know what we have been up against. We know what we've had to overcome, and we know why we're still here standing firm and strong. And so I want to digress because we got two folks here. Lulu, you were here earlier this year. Dee was here earlier this year. And Elder Eileen was here earlier this year. And so I want to share because this is not just about authors, but if you're an author, you're a speaker, you're a public speaker. And the whole strategy for me, I'm a strategist. The whole strategy is that what are you doing with them books? I just got finished doing a special author feature in the Own It magazine at a discounted price because I know a lot of authors got boxes of books in their houses because they don't know what to do with them. And so the Own It Anthology and Conference was designed to address that, was to show you that don't wait for someone to invite you. You got to make your own stage. You got to take center stage and you got to own it. And so, how do you do that? You can tell somebody that, or you can show them that. And I decided I was going to show you how this gets done. And so, it's a conference, and any one of you, anyone watching or listening, you can have your own conference too. You don't have to wait. You've gone to enough conferences. You've gone to enough events. You know the agenda. Set the agenda. This is your life, your career, your business. Take center stage and own it. Be unleashed. So the conference is really in conjunction with what do we do with the book we just wrote. Now we come and we speak about what we wrote. And then not only do we speak about it, we teach about it, right? Once you begin to write, your writing becomes more proficient. You become more proficient. You should be a speaker, facilitator, especially when we're getting older. We're talking about legacy. So as long as we allow ourselves, we can teach other people how to overcome. We can teach them how we got through the things that we got through. And that's what this platform was designed to do. So not only can you be an author, but you can also be a facilitator at the conference. Some of you guys have signed up to be facilitators for the conference. We had speaking panels that you could be a part of, the speaking panels. And as a separate, I always believe in leveling up. What's the next thing? As a separate, and hear me clearly, separate event, we are hosting a TEDx here. So not only will they be able to speak on the Unleashed platform, some of them will participate in a separate event here. Kill two birds with one stone. You're already here in the country. Let's have you here and do the TEDx as well. And so you'll be able to have an opportunity to try out, to apply to be a TEDx speaker as well. And based on that application process, whether or not you get approved or whatever, you'll still be able to speak at the conference to some degree or whatever. But that's all about, like Deborah was saying, about strategy, opening doors for you of opportunities so that you can advance yourself. And then you can figure out what's next. And so I want to hear from those who participated this year because Dee, Eileen, Lulu, when we weren't even, I don't think, a day or two into the conference, and they were already telling me, when are you going to have your next conference? You got to do this every single year. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it every single year, but we are going to do it in 2024. And so, Dee, what made you guys say you again? You got to come off mute.
Yes. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The reason that I decided that you should do it again is because of the speakers that were there. It was so much information that was given that it was very beneficial, whether it was life insurance, whether it was getting things together in your life, whether tragedy or anything broke out. There were people that experienced that stuff that was able to explain to you and let you know that it's going to be okay. You're not the only one that went through that. You know, we have a surrounding of people that went through the same thing. And once we all got there, because we all were face to face on video and different things like that. And it was like when we got there and we were able to see each other, it was just, for me, it was heartfelt. It was like emotional, like I was going to a family reunion and I got to see the family. But we learned a lot. We got, you know, the opportunity to network, to get to know each other and how we can benefit each other and help each other out with their businesses, whether it be, you know, career, family, anything that someone was looking for, it was at the conference. So if anyone is on the edge of the fence on thinking whether you should go or not, I mean, this is an awesome opportunity, and just the exposure that you will get after being there it was just, I really, it was is exciting. And even my roommate that I had, it was just like we connect, we click, and everything just went smoothly. I know we, you know, you may have a little hiccups or anything like that, but it was awesome. Like the whole event was awesome, even for it to be the first time. So I know this one is going to be, we're going to knock the ball out of the park. So I just recommend anybody, if you're just thinking about it, stop thinking. Just do it. Just do it. It's going to help you move to the next level in your business. Believe me.
I'm telling you, it's all that excitement. We got so much energy going into this system that it's not even funny. So I'm not sure if Dee is done. I know that she's kind of buffering away. Eileen, do you want to share with us your
Definitely, I want to share. I'll tell you this, and definitely when Marissa tapped me with the project, I wasn't sure if I was able to do it. I relocated here to South Carolina. Just to give you a long story short, I'm from New York City, born and raised in the Bronx, New York, lived in Philadelphia for 30 years, and now Sumter, South Carolina. Unfortunately, my mother was diagnosed with dementia, Alzheimer. A lot was going through my head, but then when she tapped me, I said, then all of a sudden, I just thought about what my pastor had really inspired me, which the chapter was rooted and grounded, not knowing that was going to be the first chapter to set the course of every author for the unapologetically own it. And the reason was being because of a job I had, and you would think a employer would help you if you had a problem with your speech. And at the time, I had not joined Toastmasters, which I am a Toastmaster, a DTM to say that. And now meeting those at the Dominican Republic, I was able to just be excited. And it took someone, sorry about that, somehow my timing went off. I was very excited of being there because I went to a girlfriend's ordination and her leader, her apostle, was just ministering to me. This is what she said. I see you going on trips and many trips. Well, I do travel. I see water. I see fruit. She had no idea that I was planning on going or even thinking about going. So everything was set in motion. I enjoy meeting like Lulu and Dee. It has been, we're definitely a family. And at that time, I met with different people with different, like one of our business strategists and someone to help me focus on what you see now. My ministry is walking with the Father. When I came, I had no ministry. Not that I had no ministry. I'm already an elder and evangelist. But being here in South Carolina, somebody mentioned, what is the name of your ministry and so forth. I thought about my church in Philadelphia maybe being that extension. But the more I prayed about it, that has been the name of my ministry. So one of the chapters of the Unleash, well, not besides the Unleash, but also the other anthology in his presence. But all this being with everybody last year has set the course of this year. It's like you have to say to yourself, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have to say to yourself, you know, if you say, oh man, there's no much time in a day, it's 7 days, it should be an eighth day. No. I need to make the time, do the time, to show up, show out. So, which is one of the things I talked about in one of my chapters in Unleashed. I won't name the title yet of the book. Marissa knows about it. But also with my ministry, Walking with the Father, I have to walk this out. And especially rooted and grounded in these days and times that we living in. You have to be rooted and grounded in every aspect of your life. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It could be educational. And I tell you, I'm just ready. It's just a lot going on. I may have some setback, but guess what? I'm not gonna let my setback keep me because I'm coming back. So definitely, this has been a journey. I am done.
May I say something about
Yes,
why
yes.
I'm on this journey?
Amen, amen, amen. That is so
My
good.
name is
And that's what it's all
Tawana,
about. It's, you
and
know,
I've
when we
been,
write, it's therapeutic even to ourselves.
can
You
you,
know, it's even therapeutic to
okay.
ourselves. It's speaking back to ourselves. And so I want to hear, I'm going to take Eileen, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take Dee out. I think that if we give it a little bit of space here, we won't have too much buffering. But I'm going to take a couple of you guys out and I want to hear from that. Dee. All right. All right. Let's see. And then I'm going to add. A little bit, and then I want to hear from Dr. P and Princess. Lulu. Yeah, because you have to come if you're not off mute. Yeah, to come off mute. Can you hear me, Jacqueline?
I can now.
Okay. Okay, perfect, perfect. So share, you set the folks on fire. So share a little bit about your experience.
Sure. You have to be in a place to start with where you are going to elevate and you're going to ascend in an environment that is going to help you to rise to that place. And it was that place. It actually was the place where you were going to know that you're a change maker and that it's okay for you to take the center stage and own it. So it was really about the empowerment. And in today, I truly believe that we are in a new era, especially in women's leadership. And it's really causing and calling for us to step up more fully into our role as change makers, positive deviants, revolutionaries. And it also is requiring us to really be in a place where not only are we owning and taking center stage, but we're also having the courage to pursue our most authentic aspirations. Not something that somebody else told us we are, but what we know authentically that we want to aspire to. And I believe that through things such as this project and the previous one, you achieve freedom. You come into a place of knowing how to own it and have an integrated life, and how to operate in your own unique purpose, because each one of us has a unique purpose on this planet. And that's, if you take all of that and just package it really nice and tie a bow on it, that was the experience. And it'll be far greater, but that was the experience. And I see Teresa is back, and her and I are kindred spirits, because as she said, she's been unleashed for some time now, and I've been unleashed and unshackled for some time. But it's really about bringing the stories, because people need to hear your story. Your story will set someone free. Your story makes a difference. And our stories aren't for us to just hide them under a bush, but it's for us to put your story in, of course, with wisdom, but put the victorious comebacks from the setbacks and how you actually broke free from where you were to what I call ascend to where you are now. And those are very important stories. So much like Teresa, I'm excited to be able to share how my mind was unshackled and how I became unleashed. And of course, in the conference, doing some workshops, and it's joy. So Marisa uses the last two words, but my tagline is love, light, peace, joy, ease, and flow. That's what you're going to experience.
All right.
Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm telling you, and I'm just going to say this to be honest with you. There's so much power in this room right now, in this space right now, that the system can't even handle it. And I mean that literally. When I went to just look at the comments, we got all stuck up. When Tawanda went to move, we got all stuck up. And it's because there's so much energy. You have to understand that because there's no reason for the looping. I got a booster up here for the internet. I don't have regular internet issues. But when you have a lot of passion that is being released, the system can't handle it. You may think this, and we talked about this earlier about conspiracy theory, or you want to. I'm telling you that when you get in connection with who you are, you have power in you that gets released, and the world and all the elements in the world recognize that. But we as human beings, we have a tendency to cut off the spiritualness of who we are. We are powerhouses. And when I say unleashed, I mean unleashed. This ain't cute. This is interrupting anything that was going to cause me to not be free and operate in the capacity that God has designed me. And so as the head goes, so does the body. So if I'm saying I'm unleashed and you're a part of this, as long as you are open to it, and as much as you are open to it, you will be unleashed. There are things that God has planned for us to do, and we cannot do it shackled up and bound up and restricted and worried about who said what and who cares about what and all this low level frequency and vibration. We have got to come up high. We've got to come up high, and we got to recognize when the enemy is at play trying to slow us down with looping and all that other stuff. And so I want to hear from my girl Tawanda, because I ain't heard from her, and she's been sitting here quietly and patiently. But I want to know what made you join the show. What made you come along with us to be unleashed?
Well, can you hear me? Okay. The reason I joined, the title caught me. I was looking through well, actually, all of the titles caught me. I just finished doing an anthology. That was my first one, first time putting my foot in sticking my little toe in the water to see um, if I could accomplish and get out what was inside of me. And that's what a unleash is letting go the things that are inside of you and allowing your authentic you to come forth. I've had a lot of circumstances and situations that had me bound in the past. And so I had an experience that I wrote about in the anthology that was the beginning of my unleashing. And see, unleashing can be two-sided, you know. You can evolve when you unleash, or you can let go of some things that is holding you bound um, and keeping you from unleashing. And so I wrote about those experiences that was holding me hostage. And it's all about dealing with your inner self and being honest and truthful about, you know, your emotions and your feelings and all of that. And then, like someone was saying earlier tonight, that you just got to get sick and tired of going through these same motions. It's almost like being in bondage in the wilderness, like the children of Israel, where you're going around the same cycle over and over and over again. And when do you get to that point when you say, okay, enough is enough? And when you say enough is enough, that's when you begin to take action. And then that's when the unleashing can unfold. And so for me, even writing about it, some unleashing was happening in the midst of my writing. I began to tear up. I began to cry. I began to see. It's like almost like a banana peeling away the forest skins and allowing what's inside to come out, and it's good, you know. And so I'm just excited to be on this journey. I'm excited for all the opportunities that has presented itself since I did the first in anthology. And my chapter was about a moment of silence, and that was an awesome chapter as well. I had an experience and an encounter with God as well. So another one of the titles, I could have actually easily went into that too. So I'm just looking for God to do some awesome things, not only for myself, but other women. That's one of my passions, is to see every woman. what the title of my brand is I Am Every Woman, and each of us have a story to tell. We go through so much, and a lot of things we don't release or unleash, you know. So I'm just excited about it, and it's going to even take me further into the healing process of becoming the authentic me, and I'm loving her. I'm loving on her. I'm so excited about her, and I want every woman to feel
Oh,
excited about the authentic them and who they are. So, this is what this journey means to me, to see not only myself, but other women begin to
yes, you have
unlearn.
to. Yes, when we celebrate ourselves, when we get excited about ourselves, when we fall in love and feeling
Mhm.
ourselves and all of that good stuff, that's what we should be doing. As women, as men, we should love ourselves. When we're looking at mirror, as Mary J
I
says,
didn't
I
fully
like what
catch.
I see. So I want to bring the other authors on as we close out. I know we're looping, but we're still looping even when there's just a few of us here. So I want to make sure that I bring everybody on and that we say goodnight. Mm-hmm.
We can't hear you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to bring them back on, give them a second to come back in and say goodnight.
Good night.
Right.
Good night. I'm looking so forward to meeting everyone in the DR.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Yes,
Good night,
yes.
family, co-authors. Good night, y'all. Y'all beautiful. You're beautiful.
Amen.
You're
So we
handsome
just want to
yourself.
say
You're
thank you
handsome.
for everybody coming out and being a part of others that was blowing my phone up.
Good night,
They're
everybody. Be
talking
safe.
on the comments and they just want to get in. And so, so say good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Everybody be safe. Be blessed.
Be
You
blessed
as
now.
well. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. And so the conference is this coming April, April 2024. We'll be here in the Dominican Republic. Like I mentioned before, the authors are going to be those interested in doing a TEDx will be able to apply and be, audition for a TEDx to be a part of the TEDx. The TEDx is a separate event. And you're welcome to join us. You're welcome to participate. And we're looking forward. We only have a few slots left for the Own It Unleashed anthology. There are multiple anthologies that are going to be represented here in the Dominican Republic. We have Unleashed, which is the housing, the umbrella anthology. We have Confident and Sexy. I'm breaking all the rules. That's women and relationships with the sisterhood. Then we have In His Presence. How do we get all of this done? I'm crazy for Jesus. Don't know if you are, but that's how we get it all done by being in His presence, where He reveals the secrets and the mysteries and what we should be doing with our lives. Then we have King Conversations, a men's anthology. That's where you see some of the men are in. Many of the authors are in multiple of the anthologies. If you're interested in any of them, by all means, let us know. Also, we have Jacqueline Lulu Brown. She has her own anthology, which will be represented also here in the Dominican Republic for the conference. That's what I'm saying. This is going to be big stuff going on here. And that is Radical Ascension, the new dimension. And you don't want to miss out on that because that's taking you to a whole nother level. You talk about being unleashed. You talking about going to a whole nother dimension. Man, listen, we're gonna put God is putting his super on our natural and causing us to operate in supernatural abilities. And that's how it should be. And so we're excited. I just want to say, love you guys so very much. So glad you're going to be here with me in the Dominican Republic because it is beautiful, honey. And when you're talking about relaxing, maxing and relaxing, and letting all the new stuff that God wants you to do, new inspiration, being unleashed, doing the darn thing, you want to do that here with us in the Dominican Republic. So stay tuned because we're going to be coming back as we journey through this journey, as we journal through this journey. We'll be back. The authors will be back. We'll have more authors that didn't make it this time. So we'll be going live on a regular basis to just let you know how we're doing and getting you excited to come. So if you're interested, go to www.llc.com and check out all the details. We love you so very much. We're excited. Aren't you guys excited? You guys who still hung out with me?
Definitely. Yes.
I know. There's a delay. But anyway, we love you so very much and we are out.